Fuck niggas wanna jet shit tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Put some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac. Put some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac. Real one said it quick. Fuck niggas wanna jet shit tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Put some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac. Put some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac. Real one said it quick. Fuck niggas wanna jet shit tight, no slick. Just bought a Cadillac. Took it to the top shop. Got the damn top drop. Two color flip flop and the red lollipop. But still got my Glock.
All right, y'all, what's up? Welcome back. What a mess. It's the chill stream right now. I got some viewers here. What's up, Joe Mama, Nugget Man, Kalito, Stephen, Prisoner of Clans, Iron Phoenix, Joe, everybody here. What's up, everybody? So we were having a little bit of a show there, right? We were going on there. So what the hey happened? Well, not entirely sure myself. Basically, I don't know if you were anybody watching this last stream. You might have heard some loud beeping, and I'm pretty sure it was coming from some power supply that I have here. Not sure. I thought maybe the beeping was coming from my motherboard. So I don't know what. I'm pretty sure the beeping was coming from this power source I have here. And then it just shut everything off. And then I tried turning my computer back on, and that was an issue. So I thought my motherboard got fried. I thought I got ADL'd or something. Hey, what's up, Lady Seats Out? Esoteric. Yeah, so we had a flight. We were flying out of Moscow, and we got no flight right now. Look, it's just too much to set. You know what I mean? Like, too much to set up. Let's just have a little fun. I got some little hot takes. Maybe we can get into something. Just finish up here. Maybe something. I did have a show, so yes, we could hear the feedback coming out your headphones. Yeah, so people could hear it. So yeah, that's what went down. Not sure what exactly happened, but we're back. We seem to be back. No issues. Hopefully nothing happens up again. Yeah, so people thought I got ADL'd. We were talking about free speech and other things. And so we're back. We're back to the show, sort of. So you'll have to forgive me for that strange, break there. 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. So yeah, you'll have to just bear with me here as I get my bearings together. And we can do a little bit of a show still, right? Why not? I mean, it didn't seem right. It didn't seem right. I got it finally on and everything going again. I guess I could charter a new flight, turn on flight thing and all these things going on, but we're just going to chill out a little bit. All right. We're just going to chill. Day 0 attacked the Nick's system. It was a coincidence. It was just a coincidence, right? I got bogarted here, but that's okay. No biggie. Let's just enjoy the rest of the Friday night here. I got a bit of a show. You can call in and talk about any topic, really. I'm going to get into a few topics, maybe jog some conversation. 760-515-3855. You're welcome to call in. But like I said, we were getting through a show, right? And let's try and remember where we were, because we were flying out of Moscow. We had Paul Whelan in tow. Paul Whelan, the American they left behind for Brittany Griner. We were remarking on the man of the year, or the person of the year, my bad. The person of the year, Zelensky. Sergio, welcome. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming back. We taking off, Captain Nick. No prisoner class, no flight chartered really right now. Considering it's just too much time to get it all going. Anyways. Caller, where are you calling from? And what's your name?
Hey, Nick, it's me, Teresa.
Hey, what's up, Teresa? Welcome to the show.
I just have a quick question.
Talk to me.
I watched every little part of the Dr. Phil show. Did you not speak, or were you just sitting there?
No, I was sitting there. I did actually get a chance to speak. I got a chance to raise my hand and get in there, but I guess they cut that out. They cut out a bunch of our questions, our audience questions. So I didn't get a chance. Oh. Yeah, basically, if I remember what it was, what Teresa's talking about is I was on Jesse Peterson, you know, JLP. He was on Dr. Phil, and I accompanied him. So yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was I asked about. I chimed in about some girl was going off about relationships. She was like the brown girl that was behind Jesse, and I think I responded to that basically. But basically, they cut it out. Okay. Did you enjoy the Dr. Phil episode? I haven't gone and watched it quite yet.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, like I said, I only saw like different snippets. I haven't seen the whole show yet. Like I can't find the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
don't
well,
watch
check it
TV,
out.
so-
You'll probably have to tune into their like streaming service or something like that.
Yeah,
if you
I
want to
ain't
watch it
doing that.
online. Right on, Teresa. Well, check it out. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna move the wheels. I got a topic
right.
here that I was talking about.
All right.
Thanks, Teresa. Okay, yeah, check out that Dr. Phil episode. I'm gonna see it because I was purposely making faces. Like every time there was some girl that was crying about nothing. And I'll get back to this topic. I'm not forgetting where I am. But just Teresa brought up Dr. Phil, and there was like a girl crying and this like mess going on. So I was purposely making faces like rolling my eyes at a girl crying and just purposely making big faces in the hopes that the camera would give me some close-ups. So I'm going to watch that epi and see if I'm show up. But yeah, Doomer Perspective reminded me here that we were talking about Jonathan Greenblatt, the ADL, and some of that stuff going on. And basically, if I could just be quick here and summarize what's going on, you're without getting into the details, maybe we'll do a deep dive on the Twitter files and all that. But I was talking about how they're already responding. They're calling Twitter mere moderation. Okay, it was tampering. Okay, it was during an election. It was messing with the news and the public discourse on things. So it's amazing. Hopefully the normies, this gets into normie news and makes an impact, right? I probably had some other takes, but whatever. We'll try and move a little faster. It's getting late. As the show did crash, right? Oh, sorry if you were trying to call in. Unmuted calls. That's how I'm doing this from now on. You can just jump in. But I also was mentioning ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt. We played that clip of Jonathan Greenblatt saying that if we don't get him, talking about Kanye, and really anybody else who's spreading lies, I guess. If we don't get him, then the myth spreads, okay? So I played that clip, and what was I saying? I mean, really, I really just wanted to also play this clip here. And it's from Ethan Klein. You know who Ethan Klein is? He's the host of H3H3. It's a podcast. He started off on YouTube making funny videos, like content cop reaction style stuff. Anyways, he's become a huge liberal, like just loser lately, just Trump derangement, anti-everything, just... Anyways, he makes this joke. People are saying he's gonna he wants to accelerate the Holocaust and he wants to just watch the clip and you see why people are up in arms.
Doing my part. So you could sit in your parents' basement and cry about it.
He's talking about specifically Ethan Klein from H3 Podcast says he's planning to mock execution of Jesus Christ on Christmas Day.
Doing my part. So you could sit in your parents' basement and cry about it.
Yeah.
And I'd do it again. Give me the spear.
Uh-oh.
I'll do it again.
You're going to piss off the weird hysterical nerds, dude.
Good. If Jesus was here on a cross, I'd spear him.
No, he's not going to. That'd be funny if he got banned
No,
for
I'm not
that.
gonna get
That's
trouble
an
for that.
insane thing. No shot. Oh.
Give me the
Wait, I heard he might have been banned for this.
hammer and the
Just, I have a
spike.
point
I'm
about
putting
this.
it up there.
If someone could do it, it's Ethan. He'll find a way.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
I liked it the first time, and I'll do it again, Nick. I'm getting on a call with all of my Jewish brothers.
Okay, wait. It's not even this. Okay, so yeah, salacious. He's making fun of Christ. There's one part here. It's not even this. is it? What a mess. Like I said, messy notes for today, but I got it right here in a moment. Basically, Ethan Klein here is a continuation of this moment. So here it is. Ethan Klein doubles down, calls Christianity a dumb religion. Look little bit of swearing.
He's gonna recreate the crucifixion. Isn't that a good thing?
You should be thanking
Yeah.
it, bro. The
Last
only
time
reason
that
your
happened-
dumbass religion exists is because people like me are smearing him.
Yeah, the last time that happened, like, didn't the world
Send me
just-
flowers on the Easter for giving you a life. Otherwise, you'd probably still be Jewish like me.
A fate for worse than death. Yeah.
You'd still be a Jew if it wasn't for me. And then where would you be?
Okay, so salacious. It's like, okay, Nick. Okay, yeah, speak on it, Nick. It's like, what? He's blaspheming Christ, which is a funny term. What does that even mean, blaspheming? Like, is what he said blaspheming? Is that blaspheming Christ? Would you say that? Hold on, y'all. Let me just change the title to my stream to something more interesting. Blaspheming. Call in. 760. Okay, so yeah, is that blaspheming Christ? I don't even think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. And I personally don't even think that's like that big of a deal. And it's kind of because in his non-Christian perspective, he doesn't think he's saying something that bad, okay? And so for him to be all like extra and be like, "Oh, you would be a Jew still. You would still be a Jew if it wasn't for me." Okay, that's kind of funny, right? And normally I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even laugh if it's funny. But that's not the world we're living in. That's not the society we're living in. Like we just said like I just said with Twitter files and all that. If it was just like, you could just say, you can make fun of everyone, you won't get banned, or something like that, where it's a little bit more fair, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about that. I wouldn't be like, oh, you're blaspheming, oh, ban him. But we all know that it's not working out like that, okay? And it's the Christians who are being censored, the conservatives, the people who love America. Okay, so that's that. I'm plowing through this, as Hake says, plowing through the show that I wanted to give y'all. And, let's keep it rock and rolling. You can't call in. And we might get into some fun stuff in a bit here. And so that's that. Blaspheming Christ. I don't personally, blasphemy, not blaspheming. Maybe I'm not speaking English very well yet again. People in chat here. So, where was I? Yeah. I just wanted to mention that. Anyways, that's enough on the Twitter stuff. It's not, we'll maybe do a deep dive on it sometime. But did you guys see this? Let me get into this because it's kind of funnier, but still kind of real. R. Kelly, he's in the news. R. Kelly's in the news. Did you hear about the nutty? I'll look into it, Kalito. Nice. Thanks, Jewel MLDU. Hi, just popping in and sending extra cheer. Right on. Thank you. Thanks for that. And let me just say, I believe there's a first-class super chat from Joe Mama, although we're not flying right now. I want to thank you. It says, Slick Nick Fun, forgive your headphones. Good show. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me do this real quick on R. Kelly. And it's going to go into something else. Yeah, he released an album, apparently from prison. Uploaded on Ingrooves, distributor owned by Universal Music Group. So R. Kelly dropped the biggest surprise album called I Admit It. What the heck? Okay, yeah, he admits it. Yo, okay, he admitted it. I admit it. The 13-song album features tracks with titles I Found Love, Good Old Days, but his last 3 tracks might be the most revealing 3-part piece called I Admit It, I Did It. Oh, man. Damn, thought that was Tyler Perry for a second. No, it's R. Kelly. I had the funniest thing with R. Kelly, too, as a kid. It was so weird. Right before getting into punk and rock, like my cousin and all that, as a just young boy, how old was I? It was the funniest thing. I was into R. Kelly, like R&B and a little bit of hip-hop. I must have heard it on the radio or something. I don't know what it was, but I was rocking R. Kelly, bumping a couple R. Kelly tunes on repeat. Really wasn't even like an R. Kelly fan. It was just these tunes I was bumping on repeat as a kid. So you gotta like see the image of this little kid listening to Same Girl. I was listening to Same Girl. Anybody know that one? Same girl, same girl. We've been messing with the same girl. So I'm like a kid, like never been in a relationship, okay? Never been with a girl, like nothing, not even close. And I'm just like, damn, same girl, man. That's true, man. Just a little personal story. I admit it, R. Kelly says. Just, so wait, like, keep this man locked up? What's going on here? Is this man a menace? What's going on? You may have heard some choice lyrics from, I might have played it earlier. It's messy. There's one part though I want to hear. Out of this 19-minute epic. Anybody ever heard Trapped in the Closet? Kind of reminds me of Trapped in the Closet. You guys remember that?
I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did. I admit
Here, let's get the lyrics.
Used to go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas trying to say I am?
Wait, not this part. It's so degenerate. It's like a 19-minute thing, so. Hold on.
Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies.
Okay, buddy. You admit it. Wait, I just want to hear this one part. I admit it. Okay, that's not going to help. Ladies, all the ladies. Let me search that up. Okay, yeah, verse 5. We're good.
That's both.
This is the verse. Listen.
To go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas trying to say I am? Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies.
Whoa.
That's both older and young ladies.
Wait, what?
But tell me how they call it pedophile because of that shit. That's crazy. You may have your opinion.
What? Wait, what the heck? So he's admitting it. I admit it. That's both older and young ladies. They call me, but tell me how they call it pedophile because that ish is crazy. Right away, the internet's like, menace. This guy's a menace. Keep him locked up. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the details, so I don't want to be like defending someone. Like I'm not sure, but people are quick to blame someone and say, "Oh, he's such a pedophile and pervert or this and that." You know, quick to judge when they themselves, who knows, they maybe they do something that they don't consider as bad. Like, I don't know, they watch, you know, dirty images, porn, they cheat, they get angry, they have sex out of wedlock. Maybe not those are all perverted things, okay? The same kind of perversion as like pedophilia, okay? Didn't Kanye say that? If you watch porn, you're a pedophile. That's kind of deep though, because all this uncontrolled kind of like stuff going on with the degenerate guys leading the women into being sluts, slut makers making sluts. All that ends with pedophilia and just out of control sex stuff going on, okay? So, yeah. You watch porn, you're a pedophile.
Entitled to your.
That's enough of you, R. Kelly. That's what's going on with that man. Any fans? Any R. Kelly fans in the chat? Anybody? Nickstream, we want the calls. Yeah, call in 760-515-3855. It's unmuted. You just get in there. Yeah. Like I said, that's it on R. Kelly. Just reading your chat here. Anybody who's like grew up with that stuff or anything? I didn't really grow up with it. It was just a weird thing as a kid. Yeah, there's people who say, amazing music despite it all. So that's kind of funny, right? R. Kelly, degenerate sex, all that's going on. Anything else on this? Yeah. You know, R. Kelly, what? He famously or infamously married Aaliyah when she was like 15. This girl here. She was like, she died tragically, I believe, at like, I forget what age. Pretty young, but she got some fame in the music biz, Aaliyah. And she, you know, it was an illegal marriage, 15 years old. She released an album. Age is nothing but a number. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Weird stuff going on. But what does this segue into? Are you supposed to tell people that you're segueing? I don't know if you're supposed to say that. But I'm talking about dating a little bit here. All right, y'all. You guys want to know how to date in today's day and age? You guys want to know how to get all the ladies? Okay. You guys want to know how to be effective? What the heck does that even mean? Well, first you need AI. You need AI, okay? AI is the future, fellas. Can you see this? Read. Okay, fine. I'll read it for you. This person is on Hinge. That's a dating app. And this person on Hinge finds the girl, starts chatting with Mary. Okay? She's in UCLA from San Diego. She's a liberal, her profile says. And her love language is quality time, okay? What this person is doing on their phone is they're using what's called ChatGPT. It's an AI bot, and you give it a text prompt, and it basically writes anything you want for you. A girl I matched with on Hinge was with quality time listed as her love language. Write me, and he asks ChatGPT, write me a first message to send her. And then it writes out a few prompts. And then you could tell ChatGPT to tailor the response even better. You can like tell it to edit and says, no, make it hornier and less and shorter. This person asks. Okay, AI is the future, fellas. This robot here is pretty much typing out the perfect response for all those ladies out there, okay? That sounds effing horrible. So let's ask ChatGPT here. Let's ask it something. Okay. Let's ask ChatGPT how to let's see. What do I ask? What do I ask the AI? Let's ask it how to talk. I know. How to make friends. How to make friends. Okay, no. Opening. Let's just do what I was gonna originally. How to make friends in VR. In VR, as a hot dog. No, as a glizzy. Making friends in virtual reality can be similar to. No. See, now it's just giving me a prompt. I need like an opening statement. Okay, you guys following me here? Okay, opening statement to make friends in VR. Okay, no, I got a better one. Give me a prompt. That won't work. AI is a slut maker. Okay. How to pick up VR girls as a glizzy. It's important to remember that virtual reality is a space where people with their own thoughts and feelings and boundaries exist. Just like in the real world, it's important to respect others' boundaries. I mean, ChatGPT is not wrong. It's not appropriate to try and pick up. It's not appropriate to try and pick up or flirt with someone without their consent. Wait, what the heck? Am I getting scolded by AI right now? I think AI is scolding me. It's not appropriate to pick them up without their consent. Instead, focus on making genuine connections with others. Making genuine connections with others by engaging in activities or discussions. I mean, it's not wrong. That interests you both, and being respectful and considerate of their boundaries. If you're interested in pursuing it, am I being scolded right now? Am I not even going to get the AI experience? What's the point of AI if I can't even use it to make friends? Whatever. Okay, we'll try a different prompt here. Oh, come on. We was chatting to people in dog leads last time or something. What do you mean, Kelito? Are you talking about VR? How to talk to humans IRL. So, dating. Actually, it's not AI that's going to help you, boys. You know what's going to help you? Nick skeeved out a computer. How was Pope involved in world? You want me to ask it that, Uriel? AI being petty. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask. You want me to ask it that? Let's ask it that. ChatGPT, hold on. There you go. It's on screen. Let's ask it what you asked it. How was the Pope involved in World War I and World War II? Let's ask. Pope Benedict. Okay, wait, hold on. Was the Pope during the time of World War I, and Pope Pius VII was the Pope during the time of World War II. Neither Pope was directly involved in the war. Is that fake news? Is that fake news? Uriel Giovanni. However, Pope Benedict, what is that, 9? The 9th did make efforts to promote peace and end the war, and Pope Pius VII has been, is that 7? Or is that 12th? I'm dumb. Pope Pius XII has been criticized for not doing enough to speak out against the atrocities committed during World War II. Is that a base response from the AI, Uriel Giovanni? Anyways, we're talking about, I had a point here. I'm going to somehow stretch this into a point, into a segment, into a show. Mess of a show with the crash. Thank you all for being here despite all that. But boys, you don't need the AI, okay? You just need to be a cheater. Okay? You need to be a cheater.
It's such a fantasy. Dude, cheating is such a fantasy.
it's fun.
It's even better when they're married.
This is why I'm dating some not even humans anymore. Where are the aliens at?
I think every guy I'm friends with in the world has cheated. Everybody.
I know.
Every single.
I fucking know.
Every guy in the world has cheated.
I know.
You know what's terrible is my dad told me that. And I was like, please don't tell me
There's
that,
two
Dad.
types of guys, Lexi. Those who have cheated and those who have lied but still cheated.
Period. But listen, girls are kind of cheaters too.
Okay, boys, you gotta cheat, okay? And look, follow me here, because what I'm getting at here is there's actually something going on in dating in the world, and that is the like normalization of cheating. Okay, it's totally being normalized by way of, you know, I guess by way of like sex. You know, sex is being pushed and our plain weakness. Okay, people are weak, and so the sex and the media, the sex in our relationships, whatever, pushes us closer to animal nature, okay? Because I don't even think that normalization of cheating is being pushed that hard. It's just the sex and childless families and feminism and the upside down order. Doomer Perspective says, well, that's black pilling. Good. In this case, you should be black pilled, because you want to date today. You want to you want to get dating and be a savage and alpha in the dating world, and for, you know, alpha, worldly alpha. Be a cheater. And if you think it's a black pill, it's supposed to be a kind of a black pill, because you're supposed to kind of let go of all ideas, let go of marriage, let go of wanting a woman. Have you guys been reflecting on what should a woman want? That's Jesse Lee Peterson's, you know, this week's biblical question. What should a man want? What should a woman want? Well, she shouldn't want a man, and you guys shouldn't want a woman, okay? You guys are finding the wrong one. So it should be kind of a black pill. And the black pill, I hear, when I'm talking about by black pill here, I mean, you should be black pilled on your little fantasy on dating and marriage, okay? A lot of Christians, like, God's going to send me a woman, and I'm going to get married, like, and they don't even have, like, I don't know, a lot of just basic things figured out. This should be the last thing you're thinking of, all right, y'all? And dating is the woman's framework, okay? Dating today is like, how do I? I'm kind of have a point here. Maybe it's not fully formulated, but dating is the woman's framework. It is her game, and that's the game today. The game today is who's winning. Who's, you know what I mean? Backbiting, who's winning, who's beating who. That's how it is in relationship. Who's the winner? Who's winning in little interactions and bigger interactions? Am I making sense here? So let go of marriage, any idea like, oh, I'm going to get married, I'm a Christian. Let go of it, and then maybe you'll have a chance. Maybe you'll actually have a chance. So if you're out there, like, you're like, oh, I'm dating her, and like, you might be playing her game. You might be already losing. Stop it. Get your own stuff figured out. Like, and if you're dating, just pay attention. How about just point at her and say I'm marrying you? No, I'm just saying, Roscoe Jones, hang out with the woman, deal with her.
Call from.
You know, you still deal with her and date in a sense, but you're not doing all the lovey stuff. You're not doing stuff, okay? Am I making any sense here? Just like you're just getting to know her. But if you're doing the dating, like the world calls it, and you're doing all the little stuff, anybody have examples? Help me out here. Then you're probably playing her framework. And the woman's framework today is who's winning, the female mindset, who's beating who, backbiting, no control, and cheating. Cheating is normal. Is becoming normalized. I got a caller here. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name's Frederick. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
What's up, Frederick? Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. How's it going tonight, Nick?
Just fine. You know, we had a little bit of technical issues, but we're back rolling. We're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, call it a little turbulence.
A little turbulence, yeah. Thanks, Frederick. Yeah, let's call it a little turbulence.
All right. I got a question here because I think I done came up with a philosophy that I need a little help with, and I think you might be able to help me.
Let's see if we can help you out.
All right. I'm thinking Satan inspired Paul.
I'm sorry. You said Satan inspired Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, help me.
Romans chapter 7.
You're talking about Paul, like the Paul from the Bible, the Paul who said I don't know, like the same Paul who said everything I want to do, I can't do?
Yes, that part.
Okay, cool. And so how did Satan what did you say, inspire Paul?
Because he said once they said what I want to do, I can't do. But what I don't want to do, I do. And I want to do right. My will wants to do right. So whatever I do that I don't want to do, it's okay. We'll call it sin. Ain't that was that
interesting? Very interesting. As far as I know, that's true. True what you're saying. Except the last part, I'm not sure. What did you say he said about sin?
That's what I'm thinking.
What did you say he said about sin, Frederick?
That was what was in them is the reason why they couldn't do what they want to do. The whole Jesse philosophy. Sometimes I was really thinking.
So Fred, yeah, I got you. So yeah, I got you on Paul. Right on, man. So you totally relate, right?
Do I relate?
Yeah, you totally relate to when you hear that, right? About Paul and all that, about not doing what you want to do.
No, I don't relate. But it seems like
really you don't relate.
No, because they're passing accountability off of themselves. They got so switched around that they.
So wait a second, Frederick. You don't do anything you don't want to do?
No, it says what I want to do, I don't do.
Right. Don't you relate to that statement?
I do. No, I don't relate to not wanting to do something and end up doing it.
Really? So you never do?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. So you can't think of a single thing or a single instance where you did something you wish you didn't do, and then you were like, "Dang, why did I do that?"
No, he's saying that's our nature. Like,
no. But follow me here, because you're telling me you don't relate to Paul saying you don't relate to Paul saying that. So have you ever done anything you didn't wish you wish you didn't do?
No, because I wouldn't have learned from it.
No, but when so you never so everything you do you were okay with doing, and not okay with doing, but
I learned from it. I mean, I never.
That's besides the point, though. That's besides that. You learn from it is one thing, but did you want to do those things?
Yeah, when I done them, I wanted to do that.
And so you hurt people.
Even if I knew it was wrong, I see what you're saying. I wanted to do it, but after the consequences, no, I didn't do it no more.
Okay, and have you ever?
But it ain't like I want to do right and I can't. I can do right. I mean, I've been doing right.
Okay. Do you do right at all times? Is simply what I'm asking. At all times, you do right all the time.
Yes.
You never do wrong.
There's a thing called mindfulness.
No. And I'll let you say what you want to say about mindfulness. But do you ever do wrong?
No. Now that I practice my new religion, my new praying to my God, I do my 42 laws of my eye 5 times a day, not 3 like the Muslims do.
You pray 5 times a day?
5 times a day. Yes.
So,
and in between the 42 negative confessions, you're mindful that you haven't done those negative confessions. So in between each interim, you're doing no wrong.
In between those 5 prayers a day.
Present.
In between those 5 prayers.
Mindful of the present.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm trying to explain it to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Okay, I thought you were done. My bad. So yeah. So you say you pray 5 times a day, and you say you don't do anything. You never do wrong. You never do wrong. You only do right, and you pray 5 times a day. Do you ever get mad at people? You never. So you don't hurt people or say things you didn't mean?
I never hurt people. No, we never hurt people.
And you don't say things you don't.
Want to
that's I'm just finding it a little hard to believe. Okay, because you only do right and you never do wrong. Is kind of amazing.
No, sometimes I have concern for others because I like when my ex-wife, she did the hooping and hollering, and I called in and I was like, yeah, what was up with that? He's like, that's the devil. I wouldn't tell them people that's the devil. I would tell them, let them do their thing. It's working for them. They're doing right in life. Paul created the sin that's within us so we can cast accountability onto something else as if we were born with it. And even it says it right here in the book. Hey, I want to do right, baby, but I can't help me. I want you to help me.
The part to me that's interesting, though, is that you totally don't relate to that statement at all. You think that makes no sense to you, and you only do the things that you want to do, and the things you don't want to do, you never do them.
Right. Paul was Saul.
Right? No. Is that true about you?
I do what is right at all times. That's what men should do.
Amazing.
There's no reason you have to do wrong
Frederick.
one time a day. There's no reason you have to do wrong not one time a day.
All right, Frederick. Tell a lie. Well, I mean, I really don't have a response to that. I mean, besides maybe the only response I have is you said Paul was influenced by the devil. I mean, I don't think that's a wrong statement. Yeah, he was influenced by the devil and described it the way we're all influenced by the devil, the way, you're influenced into thinking you're Egyptian or something. I'm just messing with you, Frederick.
I know, but I just feel like coming with something different, and that kind of make it seem like we will have permanent personality disorder. You know what I'm saying? Multiple personality disorders. Like,
you're saying what Paul says is like you are. That means you're kind of like, totally like you were saying earlier, you're absolving responsibility and it lets you stay that way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it gives you like your thought. It makes you think everything's sin. It gives you the belief as system as you think that the man is. So why would you like put this on the people and tell them this is what you are and this is why? And it's not your fault. Forgive mama. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even if you add that in there, it ain't going. I'm not no Bible thumper. I read the Bible.
Hey, I'm gonna stop you right there because I lost you. Then now you went on a couple things there, so I'm a little lost. So I'll just cut you off right there. Okay. Frederick, though,
all right.
I don't really have anything to say about that. I don't really have anything to say about Paul. About what you're saying about absolving responsibility. Hold on. About absolving responsibility. Forgiving your mama. That's like blaming someone else. I mean, I think I've responded to you before about this exact thing, so I probably won't do this again. I'll just hang up. You just call Jesse on this. But when he says forgive your mom, I've heard this before. Oh, he's just blaming someone else. Isn't that? But hold on. Isn't that just blaming? No, it's just calling it what it is. And if you notice when Jesse talks about forgiving and anger, he says go and forgive and then go overcome and live your life and get better, not go blame your mother the rest of your life. It's like go live your life and man up.
Do you remember blessing?
Am I wrong that he says that? Am I wrong that he says that?
Yeah, he does say
he does say that. So you're wrong. He's not. So you agree with me then? He doesn't. It's not about blaming and absolving responsibility. Correct? Correct. I just wanted to
No,
correct you on
because
that.
he
So what do you want to
he
say?
said, wait. I'm trying to explain it to you.
Yeah, go ahead. I just wanted to correct you on that.
He's saying,
And then I got to move the wheels.
All right, he's saying go live your life and then wait on it to happen. It will be removed from you. Like, sit here and wait and try not to get mad and try to have no emotions and try to have no thought, which is impossible. And it will happen. And that's what I think. Because there's been people called and said they're still waiting. How long do they have to wait?
What? What about waiting?
Oh, my God.
How long does who have to wait? I'm following you. I heard what you said about anger and about how you have to wait for it to be taken away from you, all that. So what were you saying about waiting?
Yeah, that's like waiting on the return of Jesus and all of that. Like, back right now, with knowledge, people need money. And with knowledge comes survival. It used to be the fruit was on the tree. God gave us what we needed.
Okay. Go ahead.
But now we have to think of how to get a better situation on our
So you're saying we need to have knowledge. We need to have knowledge.
We need to have knowledge. Without knowledge,
all right, man.
Not have survival, because God used to bless us with fruits when we didn't have the material things that we think we
wasn't
need today.
Wasn't the tree of knowledge? Wasn't the tree of knowledge the big mistake though? But
tree of knowledge is it is.
But I'm gonna move the wheels, Frederick. It's so empty. I got you. You're saying like you need knowledge or whatever.
Okay, Nick. Have a good night.
Frederick, call me back sometime.
All right.
And I mean that. Call me back sometime. You bring us some interesting stuff sometimes, but call Jesse on this. Call Jesse on this. Although you know, there's some things I want to comment on there. So appreciate your call there, Frederick. Here's what we're gonna do now. Wait, hold on. Lines are open. 760-515-3855. I wanted to. Oh man, I got lost here. Oh yeah, so I got more stuff here. We're gonna get into more show here. Checking the chat here and all that. I want you to see this. This is important, okay? This is breaking news. NYPD Crime Stoppers is reporting on a New York theft. A man in New York steals another man's hot dog at knife point, okay? This is serious, okay? Breaking news. Glizzy theft. Grand theft glizzy. If you pay attention to what's happening, the man takes a bite out of the hot dog. And at knife point, this is NYPD Crime Stoppers. NYPD Crime Stoppers want you to know that this menace is out there, okay? And that we need him in custody.
Godless girl.
So, man, knife, hot dog. Caller, I'll be right with you. Amazing. This guy steals this already like torn in half hot dog that he bit into. Like, it almost seems like a joke, right? Like, this has to be a joke, but it says NYPD Crime Stoppers. But maybe you can fake that. That can't be real. Caller, you're on the air. Your name and where you calling from?
Godless girl. I'm calling from Florida.
You said, can you repeat your name for me?
Godless girl.
Godless girl. Welcome. Why are you godless?
Why do you believe in God? Yeah.
Why do I believe in God? I believe in God. Why do I believe in God? Well, for me, it's a personal thing. I just had an experience. I had a religious experience. The reason I believe in God is I see what's like a, what do you call it? I see like a force working in my life. Things are changing that I could never change. And I'm doing the work. What does that mean, doing the work? Well, if you've been watching Jesse, I'm paying attention to myself and things are, life is really amazing. If you've been paying attention at all about the ego and the thoughts, when you're in that world of being in the present, you're literally in God's presence and it's just so real. Like I can't describe it to you, and it definitely can't convince you. So if you came here looking for a convincing answer, you're definitely not going to get it. Because I don't think you could convince anyone about God's existence. I just had a moment. I had a moment where I gave up. I relate to the story that Jesse says about giving up. And I was just in my room in Canada, Hamilton, Ontario, and my life wasn't getting better. And I just kind of gave up and things started changing.
So, do you think that I hear you saying that you believe in God because you feel like God exists, like you had an experience that made you feel like God exists?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm seeing it happen. I'm seeing like my life changing. And I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me because I've tried my whole life.
Someone's life can change because of a false belief in God, right?
Someone's life can change? I don't think so. Because you'd be the same kind of. You'd be. What I'm talking about is. You're saying your life can change with a false belief in God? Let me just think on that. But,
yeah, because of a false belief in God, because somebody's like inspired by something because they believe it.
But what are you saying? What do you describe as life changing? What is life changing to you?
Oh, like maybe a fundamental personality change where like core characteristics take the opposite.
Okay. Now, I think that happens.
Somebody could do that.
Yeah.
If somebody does that because they like believe in spells and they lit a candle and said a chant, their life could change. But that doesn't mean that it's because of a spell, right?
That's a very good point. You're making me think of, for example, you're making me think of like spite. Like I was thinking, I had a buddy, and I'm remembering this moment where he was trying to show a lazy buddy of ours, like trying to show him up. And out of pure spite, he's just like, look how hard I can work. But it's not that he changed and became hardworking. He was just doing it in spite of our lazy friend. So similar things can happen with religious people. Like, oh, I feel the truth and I'm like godly now. You know what I mean? And it might even keep them away from like what they call sin, like drugs or something, right? But it's all because they're puffed up in their ego world that's the only reason that they're not doing those things. Are you following me here?
Yeah.
I feel like that can totally
like,
happen.
We know
100%.
that humans like have really complex psychologies and can have a lot of cognitive dissonance, and that they lie to themselves.
Big time.
Big
time.
Like take horoscopes. Like there's people who so deeply believe in horoscopes. When you actually put them to the test, they can't even pick out from a bunch which one is theirs.
Yeah, that's why I don't like trying to convince anyone about God. I really don't like trying to convince anyone or prove it. Or prove it to anyone.
I'm not asking you to convince me.
Or prove it to anyone.
You have true beliefs.
Totally.
Do you want to have true beliefs?
Gotcha. Wait, what'd you say?
Do you want to have true beliefs?
Do I want to have true beliefs? Sure.
Okay, so do you think you're more likely to end up with true beliefs if you believe things because you have like rational reasons or some evidence, or if you believe stuff because you feel like it's true?
Well, will you more likely to? Well, sure, reason and ration, but what is that to you? Because people lie. People lie with facts. People lie with so-called, information all the time. So how?
Yeah, you can't. You have to be really skeptical of all the information around you.
Okay, right on. Yes, I agree. Okay,
but
yes,
some
reason,
claims are more
logic,
extraordinary than others. So if somebody claims
like
they
what,
have a
like
pet
the claim
cat,
of God. I cut you off. Please go ahead. My bad.
If somebody claims they have a pet cat, they could be lying. But like, given my background beliefs, that's not something people have a tendency to lie about. People do have a tendency to lie about things like ghosts and spells and Bigfoot, seeing Bigfoot.
So true. People lie and believe all sorts of false things, So
yeah, and not only lie to each other, but lie to themselves.
Big time. So what's your question or comment?
Well, I'm trying to help you, sir. I want you to help me.
I know you're trying. I know. I just want you to get to it, because it seems like you want me to prove God to you or prove my belief in God.
I'm trying to take you down a line of reasoning.
But I can't really prove it to you. That's not really.
But I'm not asking you to prove it to me. I already said that. I'm asking you to just be a rational person.
Okay, sure.
True beliefs.
Okay, sure.
So you agreed that
let me do
the best method to reach true beliefs is to have rational reasons and evidence, right?
Okay.
For your beliefs.
Okay.
And some claims require more extraordinary claims, so they would require more evidence than something like somebody claiming they have a cat.
Fine.
So when you're claiming to yourself that God exists, That's going to require more than just a feeling in order to accept that claim.
Totally agreed. So many people just feel it. They're like, I remember that's why I rejected Christianity and all that as a child and all that, because I saw all these people in churches, they're like raising their hands and feeling all these things, and I'm like, this can't be reality. There's nothing rational or just common sense about this. Totally agree.
Right.
We literally have no disagreements here, right? We literally like on the same page.
So you don't believe in God anymore?
No, I believe in God. Like just look around you. Which I know is like dumb. It's like, oh my God, give me some reason. How about you give me this the study, okay? Because I can look at my cat. But like, look around you. Haven't you looked at the world around you? Haven't you seen people? If you can't look at the world around you and interact with people and know that God exists, then there's nothing I can tell you.
Are you making an inference when you conclude that God exists because people exist?
Say that again? Oh, no, I'm not even saying that because people exist. I'm talking about how people interact. I'm talking about how when hell comes out of them, how people do things in a way that there is no reason to it, okay? And you have to wonder why. Like, think about Trump. This is going to make sense here. I remember when Trump ran and the whole world turned on him, and it made no rational sense to me, okay? And you're supposed to, a reasonable person is like, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a rational reason. But why were like people that never cared about Trump, that never even mentioned him, my peers, suddenly drummed up and saying all the things and repeating all the, like pawns, things that they hear on TV? It's demonic. Now, you may not see it that way, but.
Wait, you think that people started to care about
evil?
Trump?
There's no reason to that. I'm talking about the people who like just out of nowhere adopted that, right? I don't know if you remember around that time, but people around.
Well, I don't. I don't pay much attention to politics, but you're saying that
fair enough.
Like a demon caused them to do that? When you say demonic, what do you mean?
Yeah, well, what I mean is like it's just not reason. It's not ration. People act unreasonable and irrational all the time.
What does that have to do with God?
Where does that come from? Are you saying we're reasonable or unreasonable?
You think that
people?
God is causing us to act irrationally?
I don't think that.
How is that evidence?
Wait, what?
So wait, people acting irrationally is evidence for or against God?
People acting irrationally is evidence of evil. And if you believe in evil, you gotta believe in good.
Exists, that doesn't entail that a God exists. It doesn't mean a God exists.
I don't know. I disagree. I think if you have to admit a sort of evil, then you have to admit a what do you call it? I'm going to use an intellectual word here. An intrinsic good. If there's an intrinsic evil, then there's an intrinsic good or something. You following me?
I mean, we'd have to unpack what intrinsic goods and evils. I don't even know if I accept that those exist.
Fine,
but,
fair enough.
I mean, maybe we're talking past each other because we're meaning different things by evil.
Okay, godless girl. Well, see, this is the thing about these kinds of conversations. They don't really kind of get anywhere. But why are you, I kind of want to know about you a little bit. Why are you godless?
Well, the biggest thing is I don't see any evidence for gods, but then I also use the inductive inference that, every time I see people make a supernatural claim, like such as gods or ghosts or fairies or witches exist, that they're in, I mean, you believe every other god besides the Christian God proposed is also made up, right? So you can just make the inductive inference that.
But I'm not here making any claims. I'm not here making any religious, I'm not making here any claims, such claims, okay? Those are all books. Those are all books of religions of people. I'm not here making any doctrinal claim or, you know what I mean? I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy whose eyes are open. It's really not, I'm not intellectual into that. Those kind of words. You're going to be very unhappy in this conversation because it's not reasonable. We're not going to get anywhere. I don't know if I even have a good. Here's the thing. I don't even have a good. What'd you say?
I've just taken up these. I've been doing this on the internet for a very long time, so this is just my form of entertainment. I'm not expecting to get anything but doing my hobby right now. I
cool.
don't expect to deconvert you or anything.
Yeah, cool.
I was
So
being dishonest when I said I'm trying to help you.
You talk to a lot of people who believe.
Oh
in
yeah,
God,
I've been doing this for like a decade online.
And so tell me, what would count as evidence? What would be like evidence for you of God existing?
Well, it would depend on. I guess it would depend on which God, but I guess if we could like show prayer, like experiment under like reasonable experimental conditions, like answered prayers coming true, rather than somebody like saying, "Oh, I prayed for this. I prayed for like
totally
my mother's mortgage to get paid or something," and then her mortgage gets paid, and they contribute that to God, but then they forget the 3 other things they prayed for that they didn't get.
So unanswered prayers is evidence of a lack of God.
Yeah, because if what we would expect on the
I don't even blame you, because everything you're bringing up, I don't even blame you. Okay, everything you're bringing up, I thought myself, but everything you're bringing up is just true if you think about it. When you're talking to a regular Christian today, they don't have any. Their lives show that they don't believe in God, and any little questioning like this might make them question. My point is that you're not even like wrong about what you're saying. What I like about, I'm gonna say people like you because I don't really know you, so I'm assuming. I'm sorry, but what I like about people who do these conversations on your side, it's like you do expose fakes, okay? And these people are total fakes. They pretend to love God and all that, but I'm wondering, how come you like it so much? Why do you have so much fun going around doing this? Like, let's say, I got a good question for you. Let's say you call up somebody and they're like, I believe in God and all that, and you convince them otherwise, and like, what does that do for you?
I don't know. That's never actually happened. Like, I've known a lot of Christians in my community that ended up deconverting to atheism, but it wasn't directly because of me. I don't find it sad or anything.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So you just find it fun?
No, deconverting people isn't fun. It's just, I'm just interested in philosophy and religion.
Oh, that's fair. That's
debating.
Fair. That's fair. I mean,
But you've done for somebody who's not in the debate community, you've done a good job standing up to me, I guess, and because you didn't really try to make claims, you were just saying.
Right. I'm not here. Like I said, it's a dumb conversation because it's really just such an egotistical conversation. Imagine trying to convince someone that God exists or doesn't exist. Like, let's talk about our lives. Let's talk about what you believe. Besides the God thing. You know what I mean? Let's talk about something a little bit more like down to earth, if you will, and then that'll kind of reveal the God and the lack of God. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really reveal that. It's when you talk about other stuff. But anyways, I said what I'm trying to say here is that if we talked about other topics like our lives, what we're into, politics or whatever, I think our belief in God and that will become a little bit more clearer, better than arguing over it, if I'm making sense here. Basically,
no,
I mean, if that makes no sense to you, all I'm saying is we'd probably do better talking about other things. So you're like a debater? You're like a debater? Very cool, Godless girl. I'm going to move the wheels on this. Okay? Call me again. Call me again for sure. Love it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe try to get something out of the conversation. I hope you guys did. I did. It was fun. I liked it. What I'm trying to say here is like, I was trying to move it to not the belief in God because it's such a dumb conversation. Like, I can't even answer that because look at my life. Am I this great Christian man who's like totally believing in God, full faith? Like, that's just a dumb question. Or the argument would be dumb, but I appreciate the call. In fact, I loved it. Okay. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. No need for evidence. Faith is all you need. Well, I don't know. That's the thing too. It's like, I don't know if faith is like this like blind thing. Okay, faith is like you see. Okay, I believe in God because here's one reason why I believe in God, because I can see. I can see these things. I can see my ego. I can see that I'm not my thoughts. Why can I see that? That's an amazing thing to see. You know, I know, because Jesse said it. Well, no, this is something I'm seeing. And I know there's people in chat. I know there's people in there who know what I'm talking about, being able to see. And that is nothing, you can't explain that. If you want to get into an argument about Christian doctrine, you got the wrong guy. I'm a bad Christian in that sense. I believe in God wholeheartedly, Scott Starboard says. Yeah, but do you? Because these are like things we can't say just so glibly like that. Like, I fully believe in God. Well, do you get mad? Do you know what I mean? Do you ever like, get like that emotion and you're like, what the, and then you catch yourself, fine, but am I making any sense here? Hopefully I'm making some sense. Anyways, do we got any more show here? It's been an interesting Friday. 70. Wow, that's cool. Some of you guys came back. Hey, welcome back to nickstream. We're trying to get through the show here. I mean, not in a negative way, but I'm having fun. Hope you are as well. Willie Powell, sorry, we're not flying. He guess bought a first class ticket here. Says first class. Thank you, Willie Powell. But we're no flight chartered right now. We're just going like, what's it called? Loosey goosey, since the show crashed earlier. The thing is that they know there is a God that they just reject and force the belief in no God as a God placeholder. Yeah, debater. I'm not one of you debate bros. I'm letting it flow through me. No, I'm just playing. That's ego. Okay, Ramble Stream. Welcome to the Ramble Stream. 7:04 p.m. here in Los Angeles. Do I have any more show? I mean, I do. But I don't know. It kind of like, what else? I appreciate the insight, Nick. Right on, Ivana. 99% of us Christians don't have faith. That's my point, man. And okay. Glizzy, Grand Theft Glizzy, that was funny. That's it, guys. That's it, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna save all this for the next show and just have it like real set up and nothing crashes and hit these topics nicely. Chat GPT, what do we do? I got this Ted Cruz thing I wanted to do because we didn't do it on Jesse Lee Peterson, and I have this great put together segment here. Why don't we just plow through it? How many people we got watching? I had this segment I made for Jesse and we never got through it, and I bet you it's gonna like, what's it called? Like, leave the news cycle and all that. And there's kind of a good point in here. So let me plow through this story. Why not? I mean, we're here watching the show. Let's keep it going. She doesn't realize she's looking for God. I don't know, Roscoe Joe. She sounded like she's like a debater. Like she does that. So I don't know what people know. VR chat. People want VR chat. Somebody thinks. Let's plow through this Ted Cruz story because you guys maybe heard that police were called to this Texas GOP Senator Ted Cruz's Houston home on Tuesday night. And there was reports of a teen with self-inflicted stab wounds. So it sounded pretty bad. Right away, people are speculating, but they're wondering what's going on with Ted Cruz's daughter.
Police were called to Texas GOP Senator Ted Cruz's home for reports of a teen with self-inflicted stab wounds. The police department said it received reports just before 8 p.m. on Tuesday night. The call reported a 14-year-old with self-inflicted stab wounds on their arms. Police responded to the neighborhood River Oaks, where Cruz lives with his wife and their 2 daughters. Authorities said the unidentified teen was taken to the hospital. In a statement late Tuesday, Cruz's office said his daughter was okay and asked for privacy for the family.
So we got some, what, is this self-harm? Is she cutting herself? What's going on at home? Right away, the media. Well, let me first show you this. You may not be aware, but Caroline Cruz made headlines earlier this year. Daughter of Ted Cruz, 13 years old, made headlines because she went on TikTok basically and was speaking candidly about her father.
So since I got a lot of new followers because of my father, I was thinking I could like pros and cons because some people were asking. I don't know. So some of the good things are we get like candy and gifts in the mail, and we also get to travel sometimes. Also, a lot of people judge me based upon him at first glance, but I really disagree with most of his views.
I disagree with him, okay? She doesn't like daddy. Kind of reveals a little bit of the rift going on here, okay? And it was around this time that people screen capped her TikTok profile, which is now privated, and it said she was bi. It said she, her, bi, okay? And that made headlines. Conservative with a bi daughter, da-da-da-da-da, right? Now you're seeing headlines with this latest thing of her self-harming. Ted Cruz's bi daughter, you know, bisexual daughter, okay after rush to the hospital. It's like, why do they have to include that? Because you can see the what they're painting here. His homophobic father pushes a bisexual daughter to self-inflicted wounds, right? That's what they're painting here. And they're going to ignore the mother. Okay, this is a segment for JLP, and I bet you he could bring more light to this, but check out Washington Post. Just gushing over Heidi Cruz. Liberal Washington Post. Heidi Cruz is the high-powered political spouse we've rarely seen since Clinton. Oh, yeah, I had the clip saved here. From JLP show.
And I think this country is turning into Ted Cruz country.
But I do have interests, and I think one of the greatest honors of being Ted's partner in this is being able to do things that have the greatest needs in this country.
I've been married 14 and a half years, and the next president of the United States is my running mate, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, so did you catch that? She was like, oh, my running mate is Ted Cruz. Very cute. Very cute. Okay, she says to Politico in a statement. This was all back in 2016. She says in a statement to Politico. And this is the part that people are not going to talk about. She said, people who believe that women who work outside the home are uncaring and can't be good mothers and have a career. And can't be good mothers are just misguided. I would work and want to have a career regardless of if my husband works. It's not only for the money. Yeah, we know it's not just for the money, okay? It's for the ego. Yeah, Lendy, you caught that? She called Ted Cruz partner. Okay, I know Jesse, JLP could have brought maybe a little bit more light to this, but look, this one, look, I don't know what happened. Okay, we don't know the details. But if they're so quick to blame the father and be like, this homophobic father, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'd bet that a, what's it called? Career woman, egotistical career woman can do just as much, if not more damage in the home, okay? I had some jokes and points on this, but TikTok did it. She hisses. There was no such thing as a bisexual 13-year-old like 10 years ago. Yeah, Kalito. I don't think so either, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, right? Give that girl a weekly booster. Yep. Okay, little point on this. Little dumb thing on this. That's Ted Cruz. I did work on that. I worked on that segment. Why let the work go to waste? And finally here, what I want to say here. Okay, Glizzy, grant that Glizzy. All right, y'all. Some funny stuff here. I'll save it. I shall save it. All right, y'all. We tried our best here. We did our best here. We rocked some nickstream. We were in the air for a little bit. Loosey-goosey as heck. But we did it. We got through. I had to come by. I had to come through and still do a show, something. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did as well. All right, hold on. Nickstream, we didn't hear anything about the little boy in New Zealand this week. What little boy in New Zealand? Oh, Sergio. Are you talking about that boy who was taken away from his parents? I mean, is that what you're talking about here? Because that was pretty wild. New Zealand baby New Zealand takes baby from parents who requested unvaccinated blood for transfusion. The state owns your children now. And this is a common theme, okay? We're saying this here, okay? This is already happening in America. There's already multiple fathers we've touched on the JLP show that whose kids were taken away or whose kids were given to the mother or something like that because they weren't cool with the whole trans thing. They weren't cool. They weren't cool with their sons or daughters being transitioned by, in all these cases, the mother. Do you like my outrage radio voice? In all these cases, the mother. Imagine that. Very cool, y'all. It's getting a little late. 7 p.m. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna end this. Great stuff. I had fun. Some people ask me for VR chat. You guys want to do that? Do a little VR chat? They banned. Lord. Let's do it without the headset. How about that? I have a friend here I didn't know was here. What's up, Bill? Let's see what the chat's saying. Massive put. What do you gotta agree with it? Y'all, I'm gonna save the VR for some other time. Listen, that's the vibe of the show. Dude, VR chat always. 10:14. All right, whatever you guys want. Let's do this. Let's do like 40. Well, let's do a little bit of VR chat. Fine. Let me get the VR chat. Let me get the VR headset. Fine. Hold on. Yo, bad news. We can't rock this. My D Live Ombre. Oh, you guys talking about something else? We can't rock it. We can't rock it, y'all. Sorry, I don't have the stuff. I don't got it. I don't got the batteries. So yeah, we'll have to leave it for another day. Hopefully, I'll stream a different day besides Friday. But hey, as always, Friday Nick streams. I will be back. We're gonna get down, do the VR and all that. But for all of you that were with me today, thank you. Mustard Gang represent. Yeah, I know you guys want to see it, so we'll do it for sure. We'll do more of that. But hey, thank you so much for joining, despite any Nick stream issues, despite any technical issues. I hope you enjoyed it. And I know, bait and switch. Hey, enjoy the rest of your Friday and weekend. I'll see you guys at church. As always, rebuildingtheman.com/church. Thanks for all the calls. Thanks for everything. We'll do this again, as always. Peace.